What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Ryan Garcia just took to his social media and he stated that he doesn't care if he ever fights again and if he's stripped of all his riches and all his things and all his belongings, right? He stated that this is bigger than the sport of boxing. 2 minutes later, Ryan Garcia goes and he states that he's going to knock out Devin Haney April 20th at the Barclays Center, so much so that the entire arena will be silenced in shock, and everybody will have to pray for Devin Haney. And he stated, "Tell me one lie have I told since I've been tweeting," right? Then he goes on to ask Joe Rogan to bring him on his show. Then he goes on to say, does anybody have a platform that has no restrictions that I could come on, speak live, speak my piece, and tell the world how I feel and what's going on? We know he went on Andrew Tate's show yesterday, and he stated that he was taken advantage of when he was young, 2 years old. He was taken to a facility where they performed alleged rituals, held him down, and forced him to watch other people be taken advantage of. And he stated that, he is just trying to expose the elites, right? It's abundantly clear right now. He said that he has pictures of aliens that he wants to reveal. He has proof and pictures of many things that are hidden. And he wants to reveal these things. And now he's saying that why hasn't Me Too came out to protect him, because his family is being threatened. And now that, he needs, protection, because if he reveals what's going on, his family's at jeopardy. And again, like I said, it's truly unfortunate that this is taking place at this point in time for Devin Haney. For Ryan Garcia, he's choosing his path, right? Everybody has a choice. He woke up today and he's choosing his path. At one point in time yesterday, he deleted all his tweets. He removed them. And now he said he was going to focus on boxing. He said at some point in time between today and tomorrow, he's going to put up a post and say he's just going to simply lock in, focus on the sport of boxing, and all will be forgotten. And that's unfortunate. It's 6 weeks out from the fight. Ryan Garcia is simply not committed to the sport of boxing. He's never been committed to the sport of boxing, ever. Okay. And Ryan Garcia, there's a famous situation, I'm not going to mention it, that took place, or alleged took place, where, people was taken advantage of. I'll leave it as that. And he's saying he's one of those people now, right? And he's saying they didn't believe Alex Jones, they didn't believe, Andrew Tate, and now they're not believing him. He's asking Joe Rogan, why you didn't bring me on the show? So saying this to say is that Ryan Garcia has never been committed to the sport of boxing, ever. Not as a professional. As an amateur, when he won 15 national championships, Yes. As a professional, no. Ryan Garcia has made tons and tons of money in the sport of boxing, uh, and ton of money outside the sport of boxing. Endorsement deals, his brand, his name, social media, he's used it to the max as it's supposed to be. And he's benefited financially. Ryan Garcia, the other day, he came on and he gave a statement, an audio, a video, to which he stated in that video that he was they was attempting to take him to jail. They took his cell phone, they seized his credit cards, but he didn't know why. But I told you guys, you can clearly see he was in some sort of health clinic because his family was concerned. He's telling the people when he was 2 years old, he was taken advantage of, and his family didn't step in, right? Now, he is 25 years old, 25 years of age. When this allegedly took place, this specific situation that he's talking about and referring to took place in about 2000, right? The year 2000, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's about 24 years ago, which means that he was about 1 year old, right? And he's saying this took place at 2, which means that he's saying that his family is at fault because they had to allow this to happen, right? Because the only other way was he said he was abducted, allegedly, and taken at 2 years old, and this took place and he was brought back. So this means that family members have to be able to co-sign this. So you don't have to show, he said that he has proof. You don't have to show your own proof. Your family members, your father, your mother, your loved ones, your kin folks, they could come out and they could state this because they had to get you back. So when you was abducted at 2 and taken advantage of, the only reason you know this is because they was able to get you back and knew what took place. So they can come out and they can co-sign this, that this took place. Again, like I said, in the case of Devin Haney, this is a choice by Ryan Garcia. Okay, he's choosing this path. I know people that deal with mental health illnesses. Like he said, he's not dealing with it. This is a path. Sometimes, again, when you start to research and you start to go down what a quote unquote rabbit hole, and you start to see things and you start to hear things, and you start to, when you're in a position that he's in, that you start to see things that are made aware to you, I have no doubt. But this is a choice. And unfortunately for Devin Haney, he's removing the choice from Devin Haney's hands. Okay? He's making these claims and making these statements that essentially it is reflecting negative on Devin Haney, because Devin Haney's goal and legacy for his own path and his own journey is being affected right now by what Ryan Garcia is choosing to do. Now he's saying April 20th, I'm going to show up at the Barclays Center. I'm going to knock Devin Haney out in the second round. But if they strip me of the sport of boxing, I don't even care anymore. Well, if you don't care about being stripped of the sport of boxing, what makes you think that you are actually going to knock out Devin Haney in the second round? You're not training. You're not focused. You're not locked in. It's 6 weeks away, and you're talking anything but boxing, right? Devin Haney is fully committed to the sport of boxing. Ryan Garcia is not. He's never been. Devin Haney is chasing legacy in his own path and his own journey. Ryan Garcia views these things as bigger than the sport of boxing. This is Devin Haney's life. Devin Haney is an undefeated 2-division champion. He's undisputed in lightweight division, and he's the reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion. He's chasing legacy. He's chasing greatness in his own right, in his own respective profession. Ryan Garcia is not. He's told the world 10 times over he has no interest in becoming a world champion. Hence, he never fought for a world title. So obviously, he never won a world title, right? He has no interest in doing so. He's been placed on a pedestal without having to do so, right? He's considered a superstar in the sport of boxing without having to go through that, without having to win world titles, become a world champion. He just doesn't have, you know, he's never been committed to the sport of boxing. He's been with 3 Hall of Fame trainers, 2-time trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso had the same sentiments. Ryan Garcia doesn't show up. He's not focused. He's not committed. Canelo Alvarez, whom Eddie Reynoso trained, said the same exact thing. Ryan Garcia is not committed. He's not focused. Ryan Garcia had an issue with that. When Canelo said this dude is wasting his talent, he said, how do you know I'm going through mental issues? He took a hiatus. He then came back. He got back with Joe Goosen, who trained him in the amateurs at times. And Joe Goosen's a Hall of Famer. He wasn't committed with Joe Goosen, showing up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday only for sparring, okay? For his mega fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, he got dropped in the second round, stopped in the 7th. He took a rehydration clause. He took a catch weight. You know, he completely wasn't committed, as he stated. He said he was 50% focused. Now he's with 2-time trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Derrick James, and he's not focused again. He had one fight. He was focused with Oscar Duarte, and now he's not focused for the Devin Haney fight, the biggest fight of his career. And it's a negative reflection on Derrick James, period. So he's saying that if he never boxes again, he's quite all right with that. If they took all his riches, he's quite all right with that, because this thing is bigger than the sport of boxing. That's just a clear indication. He has no commitment to the sport of boxing right now, nor this fight. And personally, if I'm Devin Haney, I'm starting to look at other paths. I'm starting to look at other fights, because at the end of the day, even if you beat this version of Ryan Garcia, it's always going to be an asterisk by it. And it's truly unfortunate, because this is a marquee crossover fight for Devin Haney, because Ryan Garcia is extremely popular. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.